friends. Always have that little skip there. Hi guys, hello, and welcome to my page. My name is Tammy Neff, and you are on my page called Tammy Loves Vintage. And it's true, I do, and I hope you do too. And I have a project for you that I first did in my group years ago, and I wanted to bring it back again. I had made it here with you guys as well. I always wait a year. I try to wait a year after my little group. We do a project, and then I'll bring it over here eventually. There's only so many projects in the world, but not all of them, but some of them I have. And I had done this project. It's probably been a good year ago, and I made several books. And I'm going to make another book because I sold it on my website and I couldn't find it anywhere. So, you know, I have two different locations. I'm like, I could not find it anywhere. So I must have used it in one of my decorating things, or I sold it online and just don't remember and didn't take it off the website. But I contacted the buyer and she said, yes, make me another one. I can wait. And that was this morning, and I don't want to make her wait. So I headed out to an antique shop that I love, and they were closed where I always get my books. So I thought, oh, I'll go to Goodwill. Maybe they'll have a book that I can use. Hi, you guys. And I drove right past it and totally forgot to stop. So, you know how you have all these places. I gotta go here, I gotta get this, gotta do that. So anyway, I remembered that Dollar Tree supposedly had hardback books. Now this was the only one I could find. It was everything was paperback. Hi, you guys. So I'll have to read your comments and questions and get back to you because I want to keep going here. It's getting kind of late here, and I don't know for sure how long it's going to take me to do all of this. So anyway, I picked up this book, and it was the only one that I saw, and it was back behind some coloring books, so I'm glad that I found it. And I got it at the Dollar Tree, and look how good, it is good. Like, look at the jacket. So first thing I do, whenever I decorate at someone's house, I always go in, and now this jacket's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't mind leaving that one, but a lot of times they're super colorful and very distracting, so you always want to take the jackets off, and it really makes your bookcase look less action. You know, I try to, if you've got 3 red books and a gray one and everything else is blacks and golds and creams, I might pull the color ones out or put them down in the corner out of the way. But anyway, this is a great book on its own. It was brand new and it was marked. This is how dumb I am. Thank goodness there was only one lady in front of me leaving. I'm sure she heard me. But I'm looking at the pricing and it said $26 and it said $37 Canadian. And I thought, gosh, that seems like a lot for this place. It's right here. And so anyway, I took it up to the cash register and asked if they had a hardback book section. And she said, no, they were all together. So I said, it's kind of expensive. Can you scan it? Tell me how much it is. She's like, everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25. I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot. So anyway, I was totally... I shouldn't even admit that to you guys, but that's what happened, and the truth is the truth, and yeah, your fearless leader here is an idiot, and I admit it. So yeah, I did. I asked, how much is this book? Because it was $26. I don't think I was going to get it and put all this time and effort into it to sell it for less than that. So anyway, here we go. So I have a beautiful book. You can get any book you want, but this seemed like not too thick and not too big and all of that stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to do some Mod Podge to the jacket of it, and we're going to cover everything up. So I just have my Mod Podge here, and then I have some papers, and let's see. So I just have to decide how I want it and all that. And I never leave a straight edge, so I'm ripping off some of this. And then, let's see here, how am I going to do that? Let's just deal with it like this for now. Oh, look, I've cut a pumpkin out of here. I better get rid of that too. Whoops. Oh my gosh. I wonder sometimes why you all follow me. I'm such a ding dong. Okay, maybe I'll whop it a little bit. I think I will. I think I'm gonna angle it. Well, let's just get this part. Okay, so this takes a little while. Whenever you see a Mod Podge project, you know that it takes just a little bit, for me at least, to get all of my, all of my pages or all my pieces that I'm gonna lay on top figured out, and just how I want it to be. So we're gonna kind of whop it here a little bit, just kind of, angle it a little bit like that. And then the jacket kind of bends down in. Did I get that? Let's make sure I got stuff down in that. I'm sure I did, but let me just make double sure I did. Okay, and then I need to do the side as well. And it looks like this one's gonna go on around the edge. So we're gonna get good and messy here. And of course, I did not think to grab a wet towel. Not the smartest, I'm not the smartest. Obviously, I've already confessed that to you all, that I am not the smartest cookie on the platter. Okay, so there's that. But if you can't laugh at yourself, right? Who can you can't laugh at yourself, then what good are you, right? So, oh, I'm really gonna need a wet rag. Okay, so let's just keep going here. And then I need to fold this in, however, well, I know what I'll do. Okay, so I'm just going to try and just keep it on the paper itself for now. Okay, and I know it's gonna grab that, isn't it? Okay, so here, let me take this back out of the trash. Well, I don't want that to hit that either. So I'm going to Mod Podge this page down tightly to seal it off. So let's just stick something in there to, there we go. That'll work. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this okay. I'll turn it this way so it's not upside down for you all. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Such a waste of paper. These big old music pages are just mostly, to me, they're mostly border. I don't, look at all that I'm ripping off. All the way around. It's crazy. So, here we go. All right, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna rip this off. Okay, so now we don't have any boring edges. Like, see, that's so much better now. I kind of, see what happened down here. Oh yeah, I need to leave that because I cut some of the title off. All right, so let me keep going here. I'm gonna re-soup this up a little bit. Re-soup up the edge. Okay. And then, let's see here. I don't really want to cover all of that good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be real methodical here because I don't want to cover all that big part. So let's just do that. Okay, so hang on a minute, make sure I'm right side up. Yep, I am. Okay, that's great. So let's get that down. So I'm gonna go, oh, I don't have very much over here. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut into my corner. Actually, I'm just gonna cut it off. How about that? That's better. Let's just do it that way. And then I'm going to, ooh, let's see here what's happening over here. I gotta cut my, corner this away. It's been a while since I covered books in high school, right? You have to think about it. All right, here we go. So then I'm going to Mod Podge this paper that's going to go around the bend here. Did I get it all? I think I did. Oh, I didn't. I went way too far over. Okay. I'm in there. Wherever it's happy, okay? You want happy paper. You want it to lay where it's happy. You want it to lay where it's, you know, where it wants to go. Okay, that. And then we'll go back. I'll have to probably go back in and patch in a little bit where it might be lifted, but we'll get it all good. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna leave that in there. And then let me deal with see what's happening over here. So let's make this go around the corner. Okay. It's all souped up here. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this around the corner. I promise you guys are gonna like this. I promise it's gonna be really different. I've never seen it anywhere, so I think you're really gonna like it. All right, so there, I'm gonna snip that off, and then I'm going to snip this part off that's taller than the book. Okay. Something else I would tell you, if you're covering a red book or a navy blue book, or something like that, you would probably want to paint your book first, at least around the edges where you're going to see a snap of it here or there. Okay, just a little bit. I would put a little bit of paint on there. Okay, this is the back side. Okay, I'm like, where's all the other pieces? Okay, you with me? Are y'all with me? I hope so. I'm not even sure I'm here. Okay, so there's that. Put that in there. Whoops, my other one fell out of this one. It's looking good. Okay, so we're just gonna keep pressing down. Oh, that's not sticking. Come on. There you go. You'll find your way, little keeper. Okay, so let's flip it back. Let's continue working on the front side here. Let's do, oh look, that just kind of goes right up just like it's meant to be. So let's do it. Oh wait, what's this side? Ooh, that's even more bold, but I don't know if she will like that as well. I better stay with this, a little more subtle, since it's for a customer and not for me. Yeah, I'm gonna not go bold. I don't want to scare her away. And the book that was on the website did not look like that, so I better stay where I'm sure. Okay, so let's paste up, Mod Podge up the back side of this one. Thin that out just a little bit. Okay. Turn it this way, make sure I'm right side up. Make sure I'm covering all the things. Over here as far as I can. Okay, there we go. That's good. So let's flip it over and figure out where we need to be and what we need to do and all that stuff. So we're going to cut into the corner, and then I'm just going to cut this little flappage. No one needs flappage. We're going to get rid of that. Right like that. Sorry, my arms are probably in your way. Okay, and then we're going to flip this up over. Oh yeah, see? See how good you look when you get rid of that flappage? Wish it was that easy, right? Okay, oh my gosh, I saw my video from Julie's reveal and my big double chin there. Oh my gosh, if I could delete that I would, but it was too great of a little video for you guys. But boy, I sure would like to. Okay, here we go. Get rid of that. So we're just kind of trimming, and you guys, it's just not a basic book cover like we did in school, because I'm angling it and kind of changing it around. I didn't just cut the piece out, which you could totally do. If you're like, I'm not doing all that, you could totally cut it out where you're comfortable to cover. If you've got like a big, like the sheet music was great big and it would open up, and then you could just cover it like a regular book, and then do some patching on top of it to make it look unique. You could totally do that. Okay. Whoops, I have an X-Acto knife here. Let me cut that. I hope I'm not making this look harder than it really is. But I didn't want to, usually in the group I'll say, okay, I got it all Mod Podge, so you guys don't have to sit through all of that. But in this case, I thought you might want to see. So, and just in case the girl that purchased is on, I'm not going to say her name because I don't know if she would want me to. In case she's watching, she might enjoy seeing me make her book for her. Okay. I'm sure she'll catch the replay if she's not here now. Okay, and I'm not looking at your comments just because I have a lot to do here. And I think you would rather watch me get it done than watch me say hi to everybody. I hope you're okay with that. I know some of you will be, because I get a lot of comments that, you know, you talk too much, stuff like that. So this one's for those people. How about that? And listen, I do talk during it, because when it's that awkward silence that's very uncomfortable for me if it's just quiet. I remember years and years ago, Clara Nicole at She's Crafty Too, she was doing a video, and she was always on, going live all the time, and she wanted to do her thing, but she was just peopled out that day and just didn't want to talk to anybody. So she was dead silent, and she's quite the little chatterbox. So everyone was like, "What's wrong with Clara?" You know, it was kind of cool to watch her do that though, and it was very unusual for anybody to do that, because everybody talks. So anyway, that's the only time I ever saw anybody do that. But I kind of liked it. Okay, so let's see here. That was my furnace just shut off. I'm in the basement. You hear all the noises. You hear the water heater kick on, and boy, I wish I had a wet rag, but dang, I don't. I can see it from here. It's just right there. If I have to run and get it, I will. I'll just pretend I'm in my little private group. Those girls would not care if I ran and got my rag, but we'll see. I'll try to be respectful of your time here. Okay. I'll just get it if I absolutely have to. Okay. So I'm just got the back side to do, and then I'm probably going to put a couple little patchy patches in here. You guys will see what I mean, but you can see it goes pretty quick. I'm kind of making it maybe be a little bit longer of a process than it needs to be, because I'm trying to fit all of the pages and all that stuff together. Here, I've got a spot right here that's not covered, so let's take a little strip and get that taken care of. That's a cut, so I want it to be a tear. No straight edges, hopefully, in my projects. Oh, I don't want hot glue. What the heck? Habit. That was a habit. Okay, we're gonna wrap it around here. Of course, I got the fat end where I want the skinny end. Okay, hang on. There we go. And I'm just gonna patch a little piece in. Let me see if I can show you what's happening. So see right here, I missed, my 2 pages didn't hit. So I'm just going to patch in. I need to cover that maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna go a bigger swath here. Okay, so we're gonna, that way I'm sure that all of the edges of the paper is covered. And then now I'm all covered up, okay? So you get it. I got faith in you, you get it. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do, I think I'm just gonna be able to cover this. Whoops, I think I'm gonna be able to just cover this like that. And this is the back of it. No, it's not actually. I did it backwards because I was doing it upside down for you guys. Daggone it. Okay, so this will be the front. All right, so we'll definitely have to jazz this one out a little bit, which is fine. That's what I like to do anyway. Okay, so let's cut in here to this corner, see where it's gonna leave us. We're gonna cut into this corner just so that it'll make that bend. And hey, okay, I was just thinking of books, book, and I had a note here to ask you guys. Do you remember, do you remember last year at Christmas time when I read the stories for the kids? And every night I would, not every night, but several nights I would sit by my fireplace and read a story. And it was so fun. And anyway, I went through all of my books that I have and all of the books that my mom has. And I thought I would see if any of you have any little Christmas stories that you're not, any little Christmas storybooks that you're not using or that you might want to pick up for me to read over December. And I just thought I'd throw it out there and see, because I remember in the comments, several of you, because I was struggling to get books from just last December, and several of you had said, oh, I've got books. I'm like, oh, no, that's okay. But now I'm going to ask you, if you have some books, or just, they can't be big, long things, because I just want to read, you know, a cute little blurb for the kids. You remember that, Tammy? I would love it if you wanted to contribute some books. I can either pass them on or I can save them and do them again next year. I mean, it'll be a whole year. I'll probably read it differently or whatever. I can save them and do them again, or maybe we could do some craft projects with them, or I can, you know, whatever you want me to do with them. But I thought maybe you guys might have fun if I choose to read one of your stories. That would be fun. So yeah, Marilyn, I did think about that, and I have a library card somewhere from years ago, but I thought it might be fun if, you know, you sent something, maybe write a little blurb inside so that I can say your name when I'm reading it. So if you're interested, or if you'd like to pitch in and do that, I thought I would do a little reading again this year. So just, you can private, well, I can tell you my address if you want, or I'll just, how about I just put it in the comments here and see if, I think I can pin it to the top. Let me keep going, I'm sorry. So it was just a thought, and if you guys think that's really crappy of me, just tell me and I'll tell everybody, no, we're not gonna do that. I don't know, the thought just hit me. I was at the desk today and I was thinking about it, and I had the bright idea, and hopefully it's a good one, because otherwise I'll go out and buy a bunch of books, and or like Marilyn said, and hit the library. But I don't know, I just thought it might be fun to have you guys involved, because I know there was a couple of storybooks from my mom, and she was all tickled when I read her books. You know, she's like, make sure I know when you're reading. And so I don't know, just a thought. Might be a silly thought, but you can private message me if you want for my address, and I'm going to try and remember to put my address in the comments. If you want to jot it down, I can tell you what it is. I don't think any bad guys would make it this far in my video. They'd probably be out of here by now. So I'll tell you what it is if you have a pencil and paper and you are interested, or you can message me if you miss it. Run and grab it. I'll tell you here in just a second. And I'm going to quit talking so I don't forget. I'm supposed to tell you my address. Okay. Cut this off so it doesn't overlap. And then I need, let's see, I'm going to cut this off too so it doesn't overlap. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this in. So let me get this all slathered up here. I'll just go this way. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and slather up this whole back page. Okay. Thin it out a little bit. That's a little bit heavy, but it's okay. It's inside the back, or the front. It is the front, I guess. Thin it out. Okay, so then I'm going to flip this over, and that'll kind of make this front edge nice. See this edge right here? It'll make that a little bit nice. Got a little thing sticking out there I don't love. And then let me butter this up here a little bit, this fold over piece. And then I'm going to use the first page and lay it down like that. So then that cleans it all up. Okay, boy, I need that to dry. I put that over into the dip, and it's not wanting to. Must have got my dip extra juicy, right? Okay, so we made those snowmen last night here on my board, so I'm praying there's no glitter goes in this thing. And yes, I just double checked. I'm right side up, so good job, girlfriend. You did good there. I forgot to look at that. Okay, and then let's whack this off right here. Okay, my address, I just remembered. See, I started talking, I almost forgot. Is 5535 Boggs Road, B-O-G-G-S. And that's in Zanesville. So it's 5535 Boggs Road, B-O-G-G-S, in Zanesville. That's Z like zebra, Z-A-N-E-S-V-I-L-L-E. Zanesville, Ohio, and it's 43701. Okay, 5535 Boggs Road, Zanesville, Ohio, 43701, and I am looking for short little children's, just short little Christmas books. Don't send me a big thick novel or anything, okay? Just something I can read in, 15 minutes or so. just for quick little kid stories, because I had people, you know, sitting together and waiting on me to come on to do my story. It was kind of fun. So, all right. So since this side is the back, it's fine. I'm not going to do any more with it because it looks really good and it's interesting. This side's plain. I just covered it. So remember I told you could lay open a sheet music and just cover your book? That's what I've done here, but now I'm going to take it and fix it up a bit. I love this. I'm going to do this because it's kind of a scrapbooky thing. This says contents, like a table of contents, and it's old and decrepit and yummy, just like we like it. Okay, and I'm going to put that here on the front cover. Of course, you can see when I make these, I can't make, you know, make several the same because I don't have another piece of paper that looks like that. So they're all a little different. Okay, so I'm going to put that on here at the top front so that they can open it and see what the contents are. Okay, and then I have some thick writing on this side, like from a children's book. So I'm going to maybe put a hunk of that here. Okay, I like that. I'll just butter it up here in this plate thing. I always save my meat trays. It's a great way to place to put your paint. It's a little thicker than a, oops, that didn't get any sauce on it. A little thicker than a paper plate. I kind of like it. Okay, so we're gonna stick that on there and flatten it out well. Okay, and then this is a cool little piece of paper. I tell you where I because of this project, I went through some of my old books that I have, and I was pulling pages to make more paper packets. I always do a giveaway in my group every month, and one of the giveaways is a paper packet for them to craft with. And so I had these couple of awesome pieces that I ran across, and of course some went in the paper pack. They're all different. Okay, so there's a nice patch of that. And then, oh, here, I found a handwriting in one of the books. Oh, and it's a map on the other side. I'm not going to put a map because of the color, but I loved the old handwriting. So we're just going to do just a snippet of that, I think. Okay. But you could do recipes, you guys. You could like find old recipes at an antique shop. Keep looking through and you'll find old handwritten recipes or old tattered recipe books. Sometimes I put recipes in my paper packs, but oh yeah, that looks fantastic. And then that'll finish this one out. So let's do that. But anyway, and then what I'm going to do with this book, because this isn't anything about what I'm doing with this book, but I wanted to show you what I was doing. But this has nothing to do with our project tonight. Seriously. Okay. You'll just have to stick with me and I'll show you. Some of you might remember, you guys that have been with me for a while. My faithful few. Okay, because yeah, I've been on here since 2013, so there's some old friends on here. Okay, oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, well, it's a little bit cloudy because of the Mod Podge on that piece, but there's what it looks like. I think you can see. Okay, and then the inside should be nice and crispy clean, see, from that cover piece, and then this side. So it's already better than the $1.25 book that I bought, even though I really did like its coloring. I wish they'd have had more. I probably would have bought them all. But yeah, don't send me a book like this, okay? I can't read that. Send me a sweet little storybook, you know, and that would be so fun. I think that would be fun. Make sure you put your name in the thing though, so I know who it's from, so I can read and say. Okay, so when I'm all done here, I'm not going to do it now because we don't want to wait on the Mod Podge to dry. But when I'm all done, I'm going to Mod Podge this to seal it all in on the front and the back. You can use any sealer that you want. I'm just going to do Mod Podge because I have it out here. So let me put some of my papers away. I keep a bunch of just ripped up papers in a bag that it was handy when I want to do. And I have a whole drawer full of like bigger pieces, but that just makes it real handy to grab for a little project like this. Okay, so let's move on to phase 2 of this little project. Let me put my lid over here on the Mod Podge a little bit. Now, the next step we're going to do is we're going to take hole punchers, okay, and we are going to grab, let's see, I'm not going to be able to grab that because it's not opening well. Yeah, like this is opening better. This page was kind of fighting. Let me see if I can show you. See how this page is kind of way over? So it's not going to, I'll show you. It's not going to gather very well, and this is lifting. I'll fix that. It just didn't have time to grab. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a few pages, whatever I can punch here, and I'm going to do a hole up here at the top. And what we're making is either, like we just talked about, a little recipe book. Let's see, do I want to do two? Or let's just do one for now. I can always go back in and add more. A recipe book or a photo album or a journaling or a keepsake thing, maybe a baby shower or just some sentimental gift. Or like for me, I don't do a darn thing with them, but decorate with them. And I always struggle with what side to show because I kind of like this fringy side to show. Oh, that's too short. I mean, it's not bad. I don't want them too short and stubby. Hang on a minute. Let me do another one. So this is just muslin shreds. And I'm using tea-stained muslin shreds. Let's see. Here's one tiny piece of clean, ripped muslin that you just buy muslin at the store. I never get the white. I always get the, like, I think it's $2.99 a yard muslin. And then I tea stain it. So this is a really good example of the tea staining. It gets spotted. So if you want to keep your book clean, and you could do it with just the way this book was. You wouldn't even have to Mod Podge it. But see the difference what the tea staining does? And I've done tea staining on here like a ton of times, so I'm sure you guys all have that down pat. Let's see here. I've got 3 or 4 clean unstained. So I'm going to get them out of the way so I don't grab them by mistake. Okay, so what I do then, once I get it tea stained and dried, is I cut it into about 1-inch strips or so when I'm sitting watching TV. And okay, and I'm going to tell you right now, anybody that's like, oh, I don't know how she did that or what she's doing, the easiest way to rewatch, because I can't show you that right now. I don't have, my stove isn't down here and I don't have tea bags here and, you know, all the things. So you could go to YouTube and type in muslin or muslin shreds on the Tammy Loves Vintage page, and you'd be able to find how to do it. I've done it a ton of times, so I'm sure it's on there. I'm sure it's on there. And that's easier than scrolling through all of our videos here, because I think there is a video tab, but jish, there's a lot to scroll through. And I don't think Facebook has a search for videos. I don't think. I could be wrong. And I'm not looking at your comments. I'm not ignoring you guys, I promise. And even if you do big capital letters, it's not that. I just want to keep moving here. So let me show you what's going to happen. So see this? It's going to be like that all the way down. And so when you open it up, you could put pictures on this, and then you would move it to here and do pictures or little, you know, junk journaling things, but it's a whole different way to do that sort of thing. So now I'm going to pick the next little bundle. Let's see what I pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was a pretty tight punch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So then let's do, I think I'm just kind of going to random do it. If you want to do it, like stair step it down, you could do that. And maybe on this one, we'll punch 2. I got my thing upside down. So let's punch 2 on this one. The more you punch, the more ragged edges you have. Okay, come on. Well, shouldn't have flipped it over, huh? Hang on. There. Okay. Jeez. Wow. Okay. So let's poke this through. I'm going to guess this will probably take an hour, maybe. I don't know. We'll have, when I'm done, if you're like, I don't want to take that long, look and see how long it took me, because I really didn't stop talking. And you can see how long it took me from the video. I did do a little chatter there in the beginning. A little chit chat. So you could deduct maybe a minute or two. Okay, and then I'm going to put another tie here. Let me at least give me a chance to get a few ties in so that you guys can see. And I just use a pencil to poke it through the hole. It just helps a little bit. Or whatever you have. The tip of your scissors is fine. Anything you have. And then when you're all done, if you feel like your shreds are a little too long, you can always snip them back. But you don't want to start with them too small, because see how easy that was to tie? If they're too short, you're kind of fighting around trying to get your ties right. So, okay. So here's where we are now. So it's starting to come together. All right, so let's go to the next 11 section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I gotta keep doing it upside down. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in here where I haven't been yet. Let's go right here. Okay, well that's much better. Okay. That's why I have two out here, because I figured one of them might be better than the other. Okay. And sometimes, if I'm crafting with a friend, it's nice for us to both have our own, so anyway. Okay, and then I think we'll come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. I didn't divide this out. Like, I don't know how it's going to turn out. Equal wise with the pages. So there hasn't been any done right here. So I'm going to punch right there. So I might end up having to, fudge it a little bit towards the end. Maybe do 9 pages in the cluster, but it's fine. Overall, like I said, I make these more for my decor than functionality, but they are something that you could do something with, and I think they're super cute. Okay, we got, oh no, I didn't miss a page. Yeah, see, that's kind of when they're super far. I think I am going to do 2 because I want it to stay together. I'm going to do 2 here. So I don't have 1, maybe like right here. Okay, I'm going to do 2. I know it'll take me a little bit longer. Oh, I see hearts flying. Thank you. I know it's going to take me a little bit longer if I double up some of these pages, but I think it'll be better in the end. So, and it just gives you more fluff, which is the whole point. So there's that one. This one has 2. This one only has 1. So let me find right here. Oh no, that's where I put that one. Hang on. See if I can find a good spot. I did that one in a funny spot. Maybe I'll just leave 1 on that page. And then we'll start again here. So I'm going to do 1 right here. Okay, I'm going to leave 1 on that 1 page, and then we'll flip through it and see how we feel about it. If we don't like it, we can add another one. But I'll be doubling them up. I don't think no one's ever going to tell it. Unless maybe someone wants to journal with it, they'll be able to tell. Or to use it, like I said, a photo album, or like a gift from a bridal shower or something like that if they're a vintage lover. I think it's a super cute. Yeah, it's a super cute thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. But for me, it's all about decorating. So I just like how they look in my decor. But I've sold all mine, so I don't have any anymore. When I saw our order come through, I thought, oh good, I have everything, no problem, Because sometimes when I take stuff off the website to put in my sales, I forget to take the time to take it off of my website, or, we decorate houses and I take stuff and then I forget, or I don't know, sometimes it's just easy to get it wrong. And so I'm having to refund. It happens. It does happen. I can't say not very often because it does happen. Had to refund someone yesterday, I think, or the day before. And I hate that. I just hate it. But you know what? I do everything we do, I kind of do it by myself. And I'm also painting and, moving, and I'm going to go meet the people with that big real estate house I was telling you guys about. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but oh my gosh, if I do, I hope I'm allowed to show you all. It's so awesome. So yeah, that'll be another thing on my plate, but that will be a fun thing and a prideful thing for me, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But the guy said that his neighbor is a realtor and he's talked to him, so you know, you want to keep your neighbors happy in case it doesn't sell, right? You want to stay friends with the neighbor, so I totally get it, and it's perfectly fine. I'm more in it for them to make sure that they're taken care of and that everything goes smoothly for them. And no one cheats them out of anything, you know? So, okay. So now, see how it's starting to come together. It's not completely together, but it's coming. So all of these shreddy shreds are going to be showing. So you'll have your decorative book, and then there's going to be a ton more. I'm maybe just now halfway through, and I can add more to the pages that I've done if I want to. But see how cute it is? I think it's super cute, super interesting and vintage-ish and all this stuff like that. So I don't know. I hope you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hope you guys like it. I sure do. Okay, let's put one right here. I'm going to do 2 on this one. 1, yeah, oh gosh, I can go clear up here actually. 2. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I noticed my number today. If you guys wouldn't mind, maybe, I never asked you to do this very often, but I need one more person to hit a pretty big number of followers on Facebook. One more person to follow me. Or is it like my page? It's either like my page or follow me. I know most of you follow me and don't like the page. And most companies and stuff look for your followers because someone that's following you is more active on your page. So anyway, I've been seeing everybody put, oh, I have, you know, however many people, and I'm not going to do that part. You guys can see how many people I have, but I can tell you that one more person, I just need one more friend, and I hit a 0 on the end of my of my followers. I think it's followers, not page likes. 1, 2, it doesn't really mean, I mean, it's awesome and all that. It's just, it's okay. 1, 2, I don't have near as many as a ton of people do, but yet I do, you know. I'm proud of how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Maybe you don't want to share this one with your friends. I know I'm not supposed to say that word. Okay, is my little cubby thing might be full. Hang on. Get my, hang on. Dump these out. That might, okay, there we go. Okay, one more page. All right, here we go. See, it's, I'm not having any trouble that you guys won't have, right? You can say, oh yeah, that happened to her. Okay, here's my pencil, shoving it through. This is a great watch TV project. And I do so many projects watching TV that I'm like in the middle of a movie. Like today I watched Notting Hill. Oh my gosh, it was an old one. Yesterday I was telling the girls in my group I cried all day because I watched that stupid Clint Eastwood, Beryl Streep, the bridge one about bridges in Madison County. Oh my gosh, I was a blubbering mess all day. So I like to craft and watch Netflix or whatever, and man, so that I don't go live because I'm enthralled in a movie. So, and you know, just to sit there and watch a movie is kind of like non-productive. So if I have a movie going on, I feel like I'm crafting at the same time. I feel like, well, that's okay. It's okay. I can watch a movie if I want to because I'm busy. 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Both of those movies were awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So then, let's see, what was so recently I watched Sex in the City, and I just love the way Carrie dresses. Like, it's so cute and fun, but dang, no one dresses like that around here. We're in Ohio. She's in New York City, and I'm not sure they dress like that these days in New York, right? I don't know, I've never been, but she sure wears some crazy get-ups, but they're awful fun. And oh my gosh, she's so stinking skinny. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what it would feel like to be her. Let's see here. Hungry, that's how she is. She's hungry. I know what it would feel like. Hungry. Oh, but she's so pretty. And man, all those girls have so much money, you know? Jet setting off to everywhere. Yeesh. But I enjoyed, of course I didn't see Notting Hill before, but I've seen all of the other ones. I was in all these series, and I keep looking through the series, and I'm like, geez, I've watched them all. I really have. So when I'm at work, you know, if we're painting a house, a lot of times I'll have my earphones in if I'm in a room on my own, and I'll have my earphones in, so I'll be listening to a series or something like that. If I'm not listening to a podcast, I don't know. Sometimes I just get overwhelmed with podcasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's kind of like learning. And, you know, sometimes you just want to not learn. It's like watching TV with my husband. He always has on the History Channel, or I don't know. I feel like I'm always learning when I'm watching TV with him. It's politics or whatever. So to watch a sweet movie like Notting Hill or what was the other one? Bridges in Madison County was just fun. So, okay, here we go. All right, we're almost, I mean, I'm probably done enough that you guys get the idea. It's all fluffed out here. I'm not quite finished, but you guys can get the idea. This is, see how good it gets? And I've got even more, and then I may go in and fill in a little bit more. So when I display these books, sometimes I'll go like this. I may cut it down a little bit. I may send it to her and just let her cut it. It's not a big deal to cut. She can cut it. I might let her cut it to whatever length she wants. I think I'm gonna leave it because I don't mind it all hairy like that. You get them too short, they're not as good. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this and let her do her thing. I'll let her decide. It's her book. So anyway, what was I saying? You can add more. You can add several punches per page. Oh, I know what I was saying. So I'll lean it up this way, like with other books, or have books down that way, or you can just lay it down as a riser, and sometimes you can just do this and see little hints of it. Like you can open it if you wanted to, like this, and maybe put an old pair of glasses or a magnifying glass on it. Then you have fringe on both sides. Like there's so much you can do, but you can also, that's how I, you know, if you're like, well, what do you do with it? That's what I do with it, is I work it in my decor. It's for a website customer. I had one on my website, and when I went to pull it today, I couldn't find it. So I messaged her and said, hey, I'm gonna have to refund you. I must have either sold the book or hid it. I don't know where it is. It might turn up. And I offered to either make her one or refund her. And she said, I'm in no hurry. I would love to have one. Can you make me one? So I said, you know, I might just do it and go live and show everybody how I did it. So, okay, I do see a question, another question. Let's see. I'm winding down here. I'm looking to see how many pages. 250 pages. I'm doing 11 in a bundle because that felt good with my punch. I wasn't struggling except that one time when my cap hinge thing got full. But yeah, you can just do it however, but that's a pretty good amount of fringe. I do have, let's see, this one here needs another, so I'm gonna go here because there's nothing close to it. Yeah, this one's just not as good. This one's better. Yeah, weird. Isn't that weird? I must have used it too much. Or my heater shut off. See how noisy? I don't even notice that thing until it shuts off. I'm like, dang, it's quiet. I hope it's not too loud for you guys. And this book came from the Dollar Tree of all places. I wanted to get an antique book because that's usually what I, you know, a vintage old book, but this one's nice and new. And you know, if you're going to gift it, I don't know, it's kind of nice to maybe have a nice new one, especially if you're going to I don't know, I don't mind the new. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and that will leave you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh, 11. That leaves me 12. And this one is glued down. Oh no, this one's that funny one. So I'm going with it. I have 11 and 12. Wow. I swear I didn't do the math. I swear that was just luck. That was just lucky punching. Okay. So I promise. I don't know how I did that. I'm a pro. That's how I did it. I'm a pro. So let me tie off these last, maybe 4. I think 4 strips ought to get her done. Okay, so, oh, I'm getting excited. I get super stoked here. Okay, so let's see, it was the all silver one that's better. And this one can go right here because there's none punched close. Oh, see, I think my thing's getting full again. Yep. Okay, so let's find my pencil, stuff it in here. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're doing good. Okay, so whether you want to use clean muslin, after I started going, I have to tell you the truth, I think I used clean muslin on hers. So I might be making another one. I might have to go back to town and get another book. I was thinking of myself, and I like this tea stained better, but oh, I'll send her a picture when I'm all done. I don't know if she's on here or not. I don't know who's on here. I saw Marilyn had a question. Aw. Hi, Tracy. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. We need another sliver. So let me, see how far we went on one strip though? So again, I buy the muslin by the yard. I buy tons of yards of it. And then like tons, I mean like 5. That's a lot. And then I sit and watch TV and I snip all the way across the big strip of muslin. And sometimes I'll cut it in half because that's a lot of ripping. And there's a lot of strings. When I say strings, there's a lot of this, oh gosh, I've got these pretty clean. There, like this, when you're pulling, you'll get a lot of strings. And that gets annoying. So maybe if you don't, yeah, here's a whole bunch. See, that gets annoying. So sometimes I just make my strips shorter. And then, because 5 yards is long. And then when I need a strip, I mean, I don't usually do anything this wide, but it's just less ripping. And I really don't mind standing here and, you know, I'm talking to you guys, just to rip one strip is not a big deal. So you just start it and pull just like you're ripping any rags. And it's just less cutting for you and it's less storage and less knotting up. You know, what I do is I put them on a hook and they just hang like this. So I have short pieces, I have my regular long pieces, and then I have tea stained and not stained. And that's how so I have hooks over there and I have my muslin shreds draped so that they don't tangle up. So there's all that on that. And if you missed about this staining, you can stain it with coffee. You can stain it with antiquing spray. I prefer the, myself, I do tea bags and get extra strong tea. You can find how to do it on YouTube at Tammy Loves Vintage. Type in muslin and you'll see it there. I gotta circle in there. Okay, there's 2 on that one. I got 1 on this one, so I need to put another one like right here. And then she's going to be all done. And here's my strip. Let's shove this through. But you can see why I didn't want to spend $26 on this book, right? I could find one for $1.25. That was a much better deal. You have all this time in it too. That's a lot. So, okay. So, there we go. I'm just going to pull them all down. So then the last thing that I'm going to do, and I won't do it here with you guys. Well, I mean, I can't. What the heck? We've gone this far. Let's go all the way. Let's see here. I see a comment. I mean, I see a bunch of comments. You can use paint and water to stain it. Oh, yeah, you probably could. I've only done that with color. Like if I want, you know, red pom-poms or something, I've done that. But I didn't think about doing muslin in that. Would you want to get white, though? Would you want to start with the white muslin instead of this yellow, this creamy muslin, Jackie? What do you think? Or who said that? Darlis said that. Oh, no, Jackie said that. Could you use seam binding? Yes, you sure could. You sure could, Darlis. I don't know that you'd get quite the, it's kind of weak. Maybe do 3 pieces per hole, you know, something like that. This is just so much more statement, I guess. But yeah, you know me, I do seam binding and everything, but I've done a lot of these and I've never seam binding one before. I just think it might be too limp. The only word I think of. So, okay. All right. So, all right. And then any other, well, let's see. Easiest way to rip, start the cut. Oh, start it on the rip, on the fold. Oh, I never folded it, Denny. I always unfold it. Oh, well, there you go. There you go, girls. That was a good comment to read, right? Okay. Can you see me? Thanks for the hearts, you guys. So, I'm just going to Mod Podge this out to protect it. I was thinking my finger stuck right here, and that would actually be the perfect place to put a little white button. Let me see here. Oh, I was going to make Shayla's Christmas tree, so I have a bag of buttons. Hang on. There's a button right here. I wonder if I can put a button over the hot glue. I don't know, but you could embellish this however you would want. Not, can I put hot glue over the muslin is what I meant. Or, jeez, over the, whatever it is. What is this stuff? Mod Podge. We'll see. It should, it's glue. So, I need to let that dry. I can do the side. I can go ahead and whip out the side. And I may, whoops, that was kind of standing up there. I think I need more than one button. Ain't liking that very much. Let's see here. Okay. Bag of buttons. Let's just, I found a creamier one. I'm going to put a little dot at the top, a little dot at the bottom, and kind of angle it. We're going to make a little button puddle. I like that anyway. So cute. Okay, and then I need one more. Oh, there's one with a little string in it. I always love those. Okay, what's the good side? Doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, a little to the top and a little to the bottom. And there we go. We have a little button puddle. Let me show you my button puddle. Just a little pile, because I had a finger mark where my finger stuck. It wasn't quite dry, and I had a glue string. Wasn't quite dry, and I stuck my finger right smack dab in the middle of it. Of course I did, right? So I really need to dry this or let it dry and then flip it over and do the back side. But there you go. I think it's beautiful. I hope you guys like it. I hope you give it a try. And I sure hope my customer likes it because I don't want to make another one, but I will. I will. If she doesn't love it, then that one will go on the website and we'll make another one for her. So, okay. All right, time to get on with the Christmas stuff. That's the thing. I'm anxious to do our Christmas crafting season. So that's exciting. So let's see. Thank you guys. Thank you. You're making a button tree. Oh, Cindy, I have it right. I just went to Hobby Lobby. I usually show you guys my Hobby Lobby haul, but I bought this tree and then I have a bag of buttons sitting right here. And then I finished my jewelry box. My grandma, I got my grandma's jewelry box years ago. My stepmom gave it to me. And so and you know, it's always, I mean, here, it's right here. And the reason I loved the jewelry box was it was my, of course, when I was a little girl, I didn't put everything away very well. But when you opened it up, the drawer kicked out. And I thought that was so fun as a kid to open. I was always opening her box. And she always had jewelry in it and stuff. So anyway, I picked out my favorite pieces and I did the same kind of Mod Podge thing over a box. Oops, I got a piece on the, there you go. Over this box thing. And then I did a bunch of jewelry on the top. So it's going to be super cute. I'm sure you'll see it because I got to figure out I got some dots here, what supplies I want to put in it, whether it's my pearls or my buttons or I don't know what, but it'll be something. And then I'll use it with you guys and you'll be like, hey, what's that box? And I'll say, oh, it's my grandma's. I made it in my group. So that's fun. But yeah, and then I can enjoy grandma's jewelry every day instead of having it in a box, you know, back in the back room. So anyway, so I've got a lot of gluing to do, but I'm not sure I'm going to stay in glue. I got to get home and get her order all packaged up, but I guess I got to hang around here long enough for my Mod Podge to dry and flip it. I do have a dryer. Anyway, I don't know. So thanks you guys. Do you paint? No, I don't. That's why I get a white one, so I don't have to. If you get a green one, you definitely have to paint it. But with white, no. I just start right out and go. Your hankies. I must have missed. I must have missed some. I hate these yellow glasses with this thing. Thank you guys. Thank you. Let's see. Leave it folded. That's such a great idea, Denny. I never, I just want to go, loser, right? Talk about the Christmas tree. Tell us about the Christmas tree. Oh, the button tree, you mean, Jackie? We've done button trees here too. Okay. Well, you want me to rub out a button tree? Oh my gosh, 114 people watching. Holy moly. Okay. I'll show you. It's so easy, it's silly. The only thing I haven't picked my top because I didn't know I was like spur of the moment gonna whip this out. So I won't do the whole thing. Okay. Okay, so I have one of my bags of buttons, which there's only a couple bags left. Just FYI. No, I've got tons of black ones. I've got some colorful, oh, look at those cute little tiny ones. Colorful ones, and I've got red for Christmas. So I do have some. I pulled them for my sale, so I don't even know what's on the website now. But I know there's only a couple bags of these, and I'm going to be back on the lookout for cream colored buttons. I can't believe how many buttons you guys have gone through. Yeah, it's insane. So, okay, here we go. So, oh, well, that one's okay. I don't love this, but I think it's like a button shell. It's a cup here. So here's what I'm going to do to fix that is I'm going to put something inside of it. Maybe like, ooh, this is one of those good stone ones. Yeah, let's just layer it. We're going to layer this one since I didn't care for that. See, you never waste a button. There you go. So what wasn't a great button now is, okay? Can you see? Yeah. All right. So I gotta get a rhythm going here. Oh, that one's not great either, but it's good. It's not great, but it's good. Let's put that one maybe like up here away from that one. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing we just did. And I just kind of pushed it in that cone because it still has that little backer thing on it. And then let's find a pretty one. Oh, ooh, I love the ones with the strings. I used to cut all the strings out and be like, oh, and now I'm like, oh, I love the strings. It's so funny. So funny. I love the strings. I love the texture that the strings add. See that? Love it. So let's see here. All right. I'm kind of doing some of the bigger ones. This is one of those, is it amethyst? I don't know what that, it's like seashell. Marilyn's on here. She would know. I'm not sure. Okay, and then you just start filling it in. And then you're going to finish it with a finial on top. Let me see here. Antique smalls. Hang on, let me see if I can find. No, this isn't great. This isn't great. This isn't great. I don't have anything great. I have a knob. That's not great. She's not going to love that. That's not bad. This is just a curtain finial. She'll like that for sure. And I'll dry brush it white, and that'll finish it out. And then I'll add some ribbon to it. So yeah, a knob, an old knob, a new knob, whatever. Let's see. You could do an old spindle on it if you wanted, something like that. I've got all sizes of those, but yeah, just however to finish out your top, or you could just put a big Like, look, I got this new Bodabra thing, Booksy buttons and something. This one's too big for this, but you get the idea. You could put a big, get this sweater out of here. I put a whole sweater in there. Not a whole sweater, but a whole hunk. But you could put a big ribbon on top. See, you could just, however you want to do it, whatever you want to do. Anyway, she had this bow maker thing, so we were messing with that in my group. I had to show them because it was so cool. And then literally, we're just going to sit here and glue. You guys are not going to want to watch me do this. I'll get just a nice chunk here done. I knew that Kathy DiDomenico, somebody made her like a frame to lay stuff like this in. Dang, I watch her use that all the time. Like, I wish I knew who made those. I need one of those. I should screenshot it and show Randy, my husband. He might make me one. Yeah, I doubt it. He might, under protest. Under protest he would, by golly, I'm sure of that. Or if I told him, all my friends said you should. All my online girls, they want to see. Oh, there's one with the string. I love the strings. So then you can layer them. Once you get rolling, you can put some on top of the others. Because you're going to have a hole. Like, see, I've got a hole here. So I'll put a medium-sized one, maybe like that. Yep, right over it. And you can see why the white styrofoam is the best. I don't know that they're ever on sale. I don't know that I've ever caught them on sale, but that's fine. It's only $3.50. It's not like, you know, it's $12 or something. It's not bad. There's another one of those nice seashellish ones. Tuck that right in there. There's another one. I love going through buttons. I know that's such a weird thing, but it's not. A lot of you guys said you like doing buttons too, so I'm not the only weirdo, right? You guys are weirdos too. We're all weirdos. I don't know. And then I watched somebody, oh, I wish I could remember who it was. I think it was Brooke at the junk parlor. I think it was her on Instagram. She had a bowl full of, let me show you. She did this. She had a bowl full of Scrabble pieces, and she was doing this. Isn't that satisfying sound, or don't you just love that sound? It was so familiar to me because I'm always digging through these buttons like this. So. But it wasn't a TikTok. I think it was a reel on Instagram. But the whole thing was about the noise it made and how satisfying it was. And I was like, yes, it is. Totally relatable. Okay, let me see if I can get you guys get you guys a nice little section going here. See, I don't want them to be in a row like that. That's why I kind of haphazard and then fill them in because I don't want it to be rows of buttons. You don't want that. And if you have, I don't really have an ugly one. Let's see if I can find what I would call an ugly button. Let's see. It's a good one too. Find an ugly. I don't know. Oh, maybe like this clearish one. It's kind of clear. That's kind of a boring button to me. It doesn't float my boat at all. But when you mix these with all of the other buttons, oh yeah, this one's like an upside down button. But I just want to show you that when you are adding them all together, it's kind of just adds the interest to it. So we'll just put that one up over top because I kind of have a little hole right there that I want to cover. Okay, here's another one with the string. I just love the ones with the strings. Let's overlap that one a little bit. Here's another big white one. This is so boring, you guys. I'll go up. I'll go try and go up because I need to make, oh, I'm almost all the way around. Okay. It takes a while to do this. Again, it's a great movie project. If you have a movie. May I suggest Notting Hill or Bridges of Madison County. It was really good. I mean, it was kind of bad what she did, but in the end, she did the right thing. And you know, it's for us daydreamer type girls, right? It's for that. It's not that you're going to go out and do what they did or whatever. It's not about that. It's just a love story. And you just kind of, you know, it's just like sometimes you watch those, you know, outer space sci-fi things and it's like, no way, no way. But you kind of just have to go with it and like it for what it is and all that. So Don't judge me. I liked it. I liked it for what it was. That one is an ugly one. I'm daggone going to cover that because I don't care for that. But see, and then it gets pretty. All right. All right. So see, I'm rambling. I'm rambling. And then when I ship it, you know, if any of the buttons happen to fall. Oh, I don't ship this. This one's going to Shayla. She's local. So yay. But if you make these, let's say you make it and you pack them away. I had to bring mine over and I added a couple of buttons that had been knocked off. I just re-glued them back on. So it's not really a big deal. It's kind of a grayish, but I'm going to use it because it just adds more interest when they're not all exactly the same shades. Let's see. Oh, there's one of those pretty seashellish ones. How far do you want me to go with this? I'll tell you what. So there's what I'm building. Hang on a minute. I'm going to go get the two that I brought over here. Hang on. Hang on. I brought two over because I wanted to add ribbon to it. I'd never done that before, and I've made these probably 2 or 3 years ago. So rather than me continue on with this, let me just show you finish. So we go from that to this, and I just want to show you like all of the different tones of whites. I even have some golds in there, but see how that makes it interesting? Like, oh, what is that? And it's all good. And then, so this is a finial, a curtain finial like this. Okay, it's just not painted yet. This one's not painted yet. And then this year, just to make them a little different, I added some seam binding to them. Otherwise, they stood like this every year. But this year when thanks for the hearts, but this year when I was looking at them, I thought, you know what, I kind of need something up there. This one's a lot prettier around the top, so I don't need to do that. But these weren't very pretty, and you could see the screws on them where they screwed into the curtain rod. So anyway, there you go. Let me show it. See, I don't think I showed you this one up close. So you can see, you just keep gluing. And it gets a little weighty because, you know, they do add up. But see the white styrofoam? Debbie Rigg wouldn't like that. She thinks I should cover the bottom. Oh, she didn't tell me that, but I just know. I know she would say, you need to cover the bottom. But they're just for me, so I don't. And Shayla won't care if I don't cover the bottom. She's a sweetheart. So I can tell you already, Shayla will not care if I cover the bottom. So, and I promised Debbie Rigg, if you happen to watch this, I will cover the bottom if I ever, you know, put them in a store or something like that. But right now, those are just mine, and you can see how long it takes. It's more just very tight. Shayla's asked me every year to make her a button tree, but she's never asked me, I don't think, this early. And I'm always in the middle of, you know, Christmasing. We decorate for clients here in town locally. And yeah, it's just, we just get really busy. And then we're usually painting too. And so it's like, oh, okay, I'll try. And I never get to it. And she asked me again this year. She's in our private group. And she asked me again. I said, okay, I'll make you a tree this year. So cover with felt. Yeah, I could do that easily. I was thinking muslin, and I was thinking wrapping the edges. See, Marilyn, whenever I have a thing, I either go to you or Connie, because you guys, Connie Walls, she's great too. A great advisor. Teresa Caw is, and Joe. Like I have so many of you guys. I'm going to start naming it. Forget I named any names at all, because you're all helpful to me. So, okay, let's keep going. It's so not very nice when you name people. And then someone says, well, what about me? Oh, okay. I didn't mean to leave anybody out because you're all helpful. But yeah, if you got your pencil and paper still handy, I was just thinking if you guys want to be helpful, I need Christmas books to read to you and your littles in December. So my mailing address, if you have any just little old books, don't run out and buy any. Just if you have some, you know, a lot of people have stacks of books. I used to. I sold them all at the yard sale. Now I'm like, dang, I want my books back. But anyway, most of my favorite books I have memorized anyway, but they're not, I mean, the Christmas Night Before Christmas, I can do that one. But like, you know, my kids, my youngest, especially Abby, we loved reading the house that Jack built. That one is such a fun one. And my mom, when my brother and I was little, she would read the Uncle Remus stories and the Briar Rabbit. Oh, I loved all of the little voices and things that she made, and she'd get all excited as she was reading it, you know, and then in would come so-and-so, and she'd get all, you know, I can hear her in my mind reading those books to me and my brother, and I love them. I loved her doing that. She really got into character. I don't think she's on here. I didn't look and see. Shayla, what's it? Yes, Terry, hasn't Shayla asked me for years to make her a tree? I know, she does. Bless her heart. We're actually gonna go decorate her house. She did get home from the extra care center. She'd had COVID. They put her in the hospital, and then she got out of the hospital and fell on the concrete and she skinned herself up pretty good, I guess. I didn't see her, but she just messaged and said she was in a kind of a care facility until she healed. And I messaged her today, check on her, and she is home. She just got home. So anyway, yeah, she's great. She's a great gal. I've shown her house many times when we're all done decorating. We do fall and Christmas and spring. We get to do all the seasons for Shayla. And she just has the most beautiful things. She really does. Boy, she gets a lot of nice things from, believe it or not, from QVC. Half the stuff, when we're doing it, like she buys stuff a lot, and I'll say, where'd you get this? QVC. It's almost a joke. I don't even ask her anymore because I know it's QVC. And there's a lady, Valerie Parhill. Anybody watch Valerie Parhill on QVC? Yeah, she is great. Her stuff is great. And Shayla is hooked on Valerie Parhill. And I had to give her a no Christmas decor, put her on a moratorium, because every time we'd go over, she would have more and more, like, stop. It's just a 2-bedroom condo, you know, it's not that big, you gotta stop. But she loves her stuff like me. I think that's why we are like such good friends, right? Because we both love our stuff. So, okay, she's coming together. Now this one had a green string, but I kind of like the green string for a Christmas tree. So I'm okay with the green. If it were, you know, well, black I would have left probably, unless it was too thick. If it was blue, I would pull it, or purple, or pink, I'd probably take it off of there, but anyway, I still have tons of buttons left, in case you're wondering, like, how many buttons come in a bag. We've done this much, just chit-chatting, and look down here. I still have all of these. So when you get a bag of buttons from me, you'll know you get a lot of buttons. So, and I'm going to be on the lookout for more because I need to reload buttons. So anyway, I think that's all. Oh, my book's almost dry. Huh. Yay. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's still shiny wet. No, it's not. It's drying. We'll see. It'll dry. Anyway, okay, you guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. You like the button trees? That was a put a doily on, put a doily on the bottom. Oh, that's a good idea. A doily. Your mom's addicted to QVC. Yes, and everything is Valerie Parhill. I'll tell you, there's a couple of Valerie Parhill things that I wish I could get for me. The main one is these white, like, sprigs of snowy, extra thick, kind of look like pipe cleaners, but extra thick and yummy. And she didn't have them last year. Shayla got them the year before in July. She has like a Christmas in July thing. And they've never had them since. And I keep telling her, you sure you don't want rid of these? She never wants rid of them. You sure you aren't tired of those yet? She knows I got my name on them. But yeah, Valerie Parhill is a really good QVC girl. So anyway, here's how far I am. I'm probably going to call it a night. Start drying this. I may go ahead and paint this. I think I really like that on the top. So I think I'll get that painted up for her. And yeah, we'll call it a night. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you like the book idea, and I hope you make one and show me a picture. And I'm glad you like the button tree. I'll have to edit my my title here so that in case someone's looking for a button tree, they can find it on YouTube too. So because all of my videos from Facebook I didn't do it. My friend Danita figured out how to dump them over there. So that's why I always tell you guys, go over there. We've been doing videos since 2013, and but Danita was able to get a lot of the older videos over there too. So yeah, there's a bunch. So anyway, oh my gosh, I'm seeing lots of, you got your bag of buttons today, and actually bought a styrofoam. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this right now. But Survivor, oh, she's watching Survivor. Oh, that's awesome. Love the books. Oh, thank you. Hey, Linda, thank you. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to go again. I think that's all. I think that's all for this trip. We'll get together again real soon. You hear? I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye. And I'll answer your questions. If you have any questions, any thoughts, if you need my address, 5535 Boggs Road, B-O-G-G-S, Boggs Road, Zanesville, Ohio. That's a Z as in zebra, Zanesville, Ohio, 43701. Oh, you ordered some buttons? Okay, Kim. Well, when I get home, I will get them boxed up, and I'll try to get them out. I'll get them out tomorrow morning. I'll get them out for sure. Yeah. This gal said I could take my time on the book, so if it's not dry, maybe I'll finish it tomorrow and send it all out with her other stuff. Well, it'll be fine. The world's not gonna end if I don't get that book out in the morning, right? So, good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, and I will talk to you later. Bye.